Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. We're going to talk about some entertainment news as we always do here on a Thursday. Before we get started, I want you guys hit the like button, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any top 5 listings you want to give us, hit us up in the chat. Send that to us. And before we really get started, I want to just throw a major question at you guys just to get the ball rolling, guys. Who is your first celebrity crush, or give me your top 5 celebrity crushes? That'll help you get the ball rolling. All right, now let's get started with the show. Here we go.
Welcome back to the T3 Media Studios, entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Joy Fagan, and joining us tonight is Robert Reed. How you doing, Robert?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Thanks for coming. And my lovely husband over there, Chris Fagan.
See how she stumbled on lovely because she was like trying to just say it without vomiting. Oh, that's what it was, between loving and and loveless.
And it
something.
went.
And that's that.
Mixed them together.
Yeah. I don't believe you. But guys, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Talking Through the Medias. Like I said, guys, if you want to hit us up in the comments and send your questions, thoughts, and concerns on any of the topics we want to talk about, or that question just to get the ball rolling, just let me know. I'm doing something. There's something weird going on with our mic, so if we're not loud enough or if we're too loud, let us know in the chat. And like I always say, guys, let's just keep talking. All right, let's get started with the first topic of the day. What do we have?
We have Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler in a crime thriller called Caught Stealing. And this film is following Hank Thompson, a burned-out former baseball player, as he's unwittingly plunged into a wild fight for survival in the downtown criminal underworld of 90s New York City. It is unknown at this time who Kravitz will play. Robert, what do you think of Zoe Kravitz and Butler teaming up?
This could be the other roles, like when he did Elvis. He's got a lot of range, so I'm excited to see what he can do. Him being in this background of a criminal story in that time zone of the 90s, I'm curious to see where they go with it. It's got a lot of potential to have a very neat background and a good atmosphere. So depending how they play off and how that directing lands, it could be a really interesting film to watch. Depends on how well they sell it.
Yeah, I love Zoe Kravitz and the stuff that I've seen her do. I want to see Austin Butler do more. I know we saw him in Elvis, and really other than that, I've just seen him in interviews and stuff. And I know that he's very heavy into his getting into character and becoming the role. And so sometimes it's like when you see him in interviews, it's a little annoying to me because he still seems to be hanging on to whatever movie he's doing at the time, that you want him to be like, just be yourself, dude. Just be yourself.
Method acting, yes.
But no, I'm anxious to see what else he can do. He was great in Elvis. What about you, babe?
That's exactly what we were actually discussing that before we went on. I was saying that it took Butler some time to shed that accent, that Elvis
he was doing that
accent.
Elvis for quite a while.
And I'm here to tell you guys. Here's the truth. He could have shed that anytime that he wanted to. He didn't want to because he was getting a lot of action with that accent. He was getting a lot of play. He's like, you know what, this is working for me. But Gerard Butler, Zoe, it looks like that this might be one of the ones that I'm very much interested in seeing. I can say that I'm interested in going back and looking into all of their catalog. I haven't seen everything that they've done, and these two are such good actors that I definitely want to see them together. But at the same time, I need to go back and watch more of their other roles because I've only known them for their the ones that they're mostly famous from, the Batman, Elvis. And I need to do myself a favor and go into their catalog and see a little bit more of them. But as far as this, what's it called, Caught Stealing? It sounds interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to check it out. Guys, let us know what you guys think of Caught Stealing. Is this something that you think that you're interested in seeing? Let us know in the comments. If hopefully if we got them working. Like I said, we might just be in podcast mode right now if I can't get these cameras working. But yeah, you're exactly what Robert was saying, that probably due to the hurricane. If you guys don't know, we're in the Houston area, and we had a
direct hit.
A little wind. I mean, something. Any update? What you went through, Rob?
You got to give it to Houston. We are pretty resilient. That hurricane, the winds dropped and everything. It pretty much blew over about 1 o'clock. And then about 1:05, everybody with a chainsaw was out clearing up debris. Even later that evening, I saw families out cleaning up debris, the kids and everything all pitching in. Very much a community effort of cleaning up and fixing up all the damage. So, for us, it's like, just another hurricane. Another day at the office for us. But, a lot of people are without power and stuff, but we're struggling through it, and it's everybody's kind of banding together, so that's good to see.
Yeah. What about you?
They had on the news apparently today. I saw some people posted it that the weathermen were comparing and saying the reason why, a lot of people are like, well, this is a Category 1, so a lot of people confused, like, why is there so much issue? And they're like, well, because unlike Ike, which was a 2, we got like not the I side or whatever, so we had a ton of storm surge apparently, and we did get wind and there was damage, but this storm barrel was much more like Alicia from way back in the 80s, and that we got a direct hit from the eye wall side, which is where the strongest winds are, and that's why even though it was a 1, the winds were much stronger than what we've had in some other more recent storms, because we didn't get that direct eye wall.
Yeah, it was different. So when it blew over, the wind was coming in one direction, then you had the eye, and then you had all the wind hitting in from another direction. So it that probably compounded some of the damage, as well as some of the all the trees down, the water saturating the ground and pulling up the root base. So.
Exactly.
Plus they're like, which I even said, and I didn't think about it, I was like, we had the storm in May with the tornadoes and all the craziest, and we didn't even lose power or anything. But they're like, yeah, but the difference is those are just a storm. So you might have max winds that are 60, 70, 80, but they're only for a few minutes, versus a hurricane, which is sustained, continuous winds at those power for an extended period of time, which is why there's more damage, because it's not just for a few minutes in a burst, it's a long period of time. So it does a lot more damage.
Exactly. And I speaking about doing more damage. Well, quick update. My camera is the only one that's not working. So that's probably good news for everybody else. So you guys won't have to see my punchable face. So I'll just have the money makers, both Rob and Joy on camera only until I can get that fixed. But I tried to go to work during the storm. I actually drove from we're here in the Pearland, not Pearland, in the Conroe area, from Conroe across Houston to Pearland. Halfway there, I decided to text the supervisor. I'm like, am I needed for right now? And I know this was points taken away from me as far as my intelligence. It was pretty much the text back was pretty much like, no, what the hell are you doing? Get the off the road. Pretty much. It's go home. Like so. That's like I said. I'm Chris Fagan. I'm not the shiniest bulb on the Christmas tree. So it's not. I guess my head is just a hat rack for now. But guys, if you guys are out there in that storm, let me try to see if my camera will do anything. Guys, if you guys are we're out there in that storm, I hope you guys get power back soon. And I know it wasn't fun, and it's hot out there for people that still don't have power. And I hope you guys are finding a way to deal with it. Nope, my camera is not
There's
going
cooling
to.
centers. Go find one.
Oh
Yes,
They're
yeah.
everywhere.
Nope. So my camera's not going to. I'm going to be the guy in the chair. I'm going to
Just
be
to be
behind
the
the camera.
voice.
Yeah, I will.
The narrator.
Yeah, I will narrate, guys. So guys,
Pay no attention to the voice behind the curtain.
no, if you guys wish to see Chris Fagan back on camera again, donate another camera to T3 Media Studios. We would appreciate it. Guys, let's move on to the next topic real quick. Babe, what do we have?
Laz Alonso, who plays the boys' team leader Mother's Milk, wants to make the last episode of season 5. So not this season, but next season.
Right.
He wants that to be a cliffhanger where they announce the film that they've been filming since the beginning of the series. Homelander actor Anthony Starr responded with, "I'm down."
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what do you think about Amazon? Should they make a movie? Is that what they're doing?
I think it's a good idea. I wouldn't mind seeing this play out exactly the way he's mentioning. There's nothing The Boys is one of the hottest shows out right now. They've been firing on all cylinders, in my opinion. Even though
Max shock factor levels every day.
yeah, that's just on the same level as Deadpool, just on that same, if not greater. I mean, they do not fail I mean, will it make $1 billion? Probably not. Will it make maybe not even 500? But I can't see the Boys movie being a bad idea, and maybe parents might not like it. I'm not going to take little Kevin to go see the
Little
Boys.
Kevin shouldn't be watching The Boys on Amazon. So.
Right. I mean, until little Kevin turns 21, right, or 18. Yeah. So I wouldn't have a problem with it, but according to the powers that be, I guess the producer, like, this is not. I mean, it's a nice gesture. It's not going to happen. They don't have any plans on doing this. But I can't imagine that there's not too many The Boys fans that wouldn't all agree that this would be something that might work. But that's just our opinions. I mean, it's only our money that we're trying to throw at the you guys. I mean, come on. Who owns Amazon? Come on, Jeff Bezos. Yeah. I mean. You want to make that extra change? I know Prime is doing great, but come on, there's other ways to there's other ways to make money. You're a freaking billionaire. So what do you think, Rob? Would you be interested in the Boys movie, or do you think it should stay only on television format?
Hard to say. As far as Amazon being able to produce, I think they're absolutely capable. Mm-hmm. They have reeled in a lot of talent from the industry over the years, because that's where the money's at. Mm-hmm. So there used to be the days where all the talent was in Hollywood, not on the streaming series. Those days are gone. Mm-hmm. So you're seeing a lot of these streaming series that are producing and pulling off epic series or epic films in a big way, because a lot of the talent moved over to them because that's where the money was. I do think that it's about what type of content they could roll into a movie that makes sense to not be spread out into a series. You definitely get a bit more of a build if you do a solid couple hour, film that builds an epic, backdrop and scene. Yeah. Tells a good story. Sometimes it gets fragmented if you're separating it out into a series.
Yeah.
But honestly, is it going to be big in the theater, or is everybody just going to wait till it comes out on Amazon anyway? Right.
I guess that notion of why would I go to pay for something that I'm used to watching for free? Yeah. I guess.
I just do hope that Laz definitely grows back his beard.
I know he has all the fans thinking they recast the character.
Yes.
Why did we change him?
Definitely liked him better with the beard. Granted, though, the beardless is more accurate to the character. Yeah. But I liked him with the beard better. I do think it's got the potential to be something really cool. But I'm gonna watch it regardless, just for the content of what it is.
Just for ish and giggles, literally. Mm-hmm. Probably literally what's going to be on the screen. Shit and giggles. But guys, let us know what you guys think. Would you be interested in seeing a film adaptation of The Boys, or is this something that the actor that plays Mother's Milk is trying to push just because he's a huge fan just like us and he wants this? Or here's a better conspiracy theory. What do they say? An actor wants more work. That's pretty much a water wet kind of a scenario. Of course, he's campaigning for a movie. He's an actor. He wants to be cast in it, obviously. So I don't know, but I mean, hey, I appreciate his gusto for trying to get it to happen. I would support it. So I'm all about it. Let us know what you guys think about that, and let's keep talking. Okay. Let's move on to another topic. Go back. Let's keep on streaming here, and let's talk about what the trailer that just dropped this week for Agatha All Along, the spinoff. What do we got, babe? What do I have any? I don't have any. No, it's just me. Okay, so this week Disney dropped Agatha All Along trailer. This is the spinoff of the WandaVision movie. Now that was a hit series that pretty much started this new wave of all these TV shows that were coming from the MCU and MCU proper. It was supposed to be one of Disney Plus's successful shows before we ran into these let's call them speed bumps.
I definitely enjoyed
Let's call them speed bumps.
WandaVision was really great.
But let's start off. Who wants to go first? Any thoughts on this trailer on WandaVision on what we got going on?
I mean, I enjoyed the trailer. Mm-hmm. It looks very spooky and interesting. Mm-hmm. Like lots of. I know it's coming out around Halloween time, and she's a witch, so mm-hmm. Got a lot of spooky references. But I liked the trailer. I know we watched someone else doing some breaking down the trailer.
Right.
And I told you I'm always very mind blown by the people who are
sweaty nerds that
pick it apart
break down
and
everything.
are like, okay, so in this scene, if you notice in the background, there's a picture, and in the picture there's a number, and in that
that's
number,
Stan Lee's birthday.
and then they're like, and on the third episode of this in the comic, and it goes with that, and there's that. I'm like, who saw any of that? Didn't see any of that.
All of us sweaty nerds that love that kind of junk. We love it. Yeah, but I think just based on the trailer. I mean, I know that the trailer doesn't. Of course, we've been fooled by a good trailer or a bad trailer before. So there's some trailers that are terrible, and turns out to be a terrible trailer to a great movie. There are trailers that are amazing to movies that are horrible. I liked the trailer. I liked WandaVision. So I like the mystery of it. I like what they did with that show. But we're coming back from, like I said, a couple of runs of Disney Plus, or just quality all the way around. Like since the pandemic, since the writer's strike, since I can try to make the excuses and talk about how the former CEO of Disney, how he wanted to focus on overworking Kevin Feige and putting out all that extra content just for the purpose of Disney Plus, and that did run everybody ragged, and then the quality went down. We don't have a superhero movie fatigue. It caused a quality fatigue, and we just got a bunch of shit and giggles type episodes. But the literal form of it was a bunch of that was being produced. That's bad writing all the way around, and it's caused this debate to start. Has Marvel lost it? So I know before we started, you said you're one of those guys that's kind of you, Rob. You're worried that this might be another one of example of that, right?
Yeah. They get a leg up on a lot of the series that come out because there's a lot of excitement about this character or that character. The Agatha character, there's not a lot of people don't know about the character. Not a lot of, rich backstory, not a lot of background necessarily that the general public has for this character. So to build the excitement around this show is an uphill battle from the start. I think they'll get a little bit of a boost by dropping it around Halloween time and playing it up as that that witchy Halloween feel. I think that will help them some, but.
But do you think it'll be a boost from the fact that WandaVision was one of Disney Plus's successes? Because it to a lot of fans it was, especially in comparison to a bunch of other things. But WandaVision was not one of the ones that people went, oh, that sucked. Overall, there was more. I guess it was more of a positive score and a positive reaction. But do you think that in comparison to, like, for example, I don't know anybody who cares about seeing an Ironheart series. I don't care about that. I don't want to see that. But they're producing it. Yeah. But this, do you think Kathy Hahn? You think it would benefit from the fact that at least that it was from one of their success? I mean, even the Agatha All Along songs was something that went viral for a while. So what do you think about that? Or do you think this might be another one of the grasping at straws kind of a?
They're gonna. I mean, they're starting with that uphill battle, so they're really gonna have to knock it out of the park for, if they're giving it that humor spin, and Marvel hasn't necessarily been able to have a lot of hit a lot of balls out of the park on their humor division. I think they've got some ability, but how they're going to sell it and what type of story writing they're going to do to really get this actress's humor feel accurate for a story that's an adult. If they're going to make it, are they going to make it campy? Are they going to make it adult? What's the feel going to be like?
You know what?
Of the series,
based on what we saw in the trailer, I see exactly what Kathy Hahn brought to WandaVision. Like, I didn't see humor. I saw a mystery and the drama, the dynamic between Wanda and Vision, and the whole nostalgia thing with the each episode was based on a time period of television and things like that. But Kathy Hahn's character was the humor element that was brought in until she was revealed to be the big bad. I think this is going to be the reverse. I think she's now in a dramatic state herself, and then the person that's going to be playing that humorous role will be a little bit on the shoulders of Aubrey Plaza. So if they keep it in the same vein, maybe of what worked for WandaVision, but from what I can tell from the trailer, it feels like they're going to go this horror route more than this Wizard of Oz type of. And I think that was something that was brought up in that Easter egg video that we saw, that it's going to play on Wizard of Oz type of
Oz,
feel.
And then I can't remember now. I've already forgotten. Last night. That whole scene in the trailer is almost scene for scene of a movie.
The Wiz?
No, it was a murder mystery.
I forgot. Yeah. That's the way it started.
Everything was like,
right. But they were playing up the fact that is Wanda dead? That was the what she was investigating.
We get some sort of answer.
Right. Of Wanda. Okay. Let's go. Let's. Besides the speculation of whether or not it's going to be a success or not, if you guys think it will be or won't be, let us know in the chat. Here's the question. Do you think Wanda is dead? Do you think they will bring her back? Would you want them to bring her back? Or she dead?
I enjoyed her character. So, for me, I would like to see it back. Some more experience, some more backstory, some airtime, maybe even a redemption arc.
Right. Or will she be for Agatha All Along what Agatha was for WandaVision, the big bad at the end, and it was Wanda all along. I think that'll be too on the nose. I don't think they should go that route. What about you, Joy? Would you want Wanda to come back, or do you think she dead? She gone.
It would be a nice twist at the end.
But overall, I think what works for this, especially what we were talking about earlier on the comedy level, I think what works for this is the fact that this year we're not getting as much Marvel as we're used to. Deadpool is the only thing that's going to theaters. That's tracking to be it's on pace to probably be $1 billion movie. And if that one knocks it out the park, that will. I mean, I know it stems from what they did with Fox because it's the same producers as Ryan Reynolds. Ryan's always funny, but it will answer that question: can Marvel make a comedy, a decent comedy? And then this one, and I think following that, this is going to be the next thing I think that's going to follow that. If what Ryan Reynolds, what Deadpool called being MCU Jesus, and he resurrects he revives and saves the MCU. I think people will then be more willing to give Agatha All Along since Kathy Hahn is known for her comedy in a lot of roles, or at least her comedic timing. And even when she's in a drama, she's funny. I've seen her in some comedy. She's a funny person and very animated with her acting style. So I'm not against anything either way. If you thought that this was going to be, if you feel like this is going to be a success, or if you're one of those like what you're saying, Rob, you're kind of worried that maybe this might not be what's going to work for the MCU since we've had such a few stinkers leading up.
If they pull it off and it does become a hit, then that with this story and with the disadvantages that this character already has. I think that will speak.
What would you rather see more of, horror or comedy, or a good mix of both? What would you rather?
You get a lot of success if you can, Army of the Dead. If you can pull off both, and it's got a very strict following for those cult followings of that type of horror. So I think if you can pull it off.
Speaking of which, we did just have a Multiverse of Madness movie from the director of a movie type, and this is connected. This series is connected to that movie, to Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. So it's interesting that you brought up Army of. So now I'm curious if they are going to go that route, that blend of comedy and horror. If they're going to be able to
better
balance
proven
it.
track record.
Okay, now if you like it, I love it. All right, guys, let us know what you guys think of Agatha All Along. That trailer, did you like it? Did you not? Did you think it was just meh? Or do you think this is going to be a big year for the MCU since they have decided to pump the brakes on their on the content that they're putting out, and hopefully MCU Jesus, aka Deadpool, will save the I guess the studio. Guys, let us know what you guys think, and let's move on. I was going to do a quick review of what was it? Despicable Me 4. But since my camera's not working, I'm going to have to record that, another time. So that's why I kept the conversation dragging for the full 30 minutes, and while we were streaming. But so I'm gonna call it. My camera's not working. There was a huge glitch that happened at the beginning that honestly should have shut this whole stream down, and I am so glad it didn't do that. So that's why I'm not going to push it. So I'm gonna just call it. I'll put the thumbnail up, and I will just say let's call it. So I will pass it to Rob. Rob, people appreciate you coming back into the studio. I know it's been a minute since the last. We've had some issues. We had a hurricane. We have jobs. We have other things. I know, but appreciate you coming back. If people want to find you online, where can they do so?
You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram at RXR Props.
All right. And Joy, you're always here. So if people want to find you online and say, hey, who's that handsome guy you're married to? Where can they do that?
My TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
And guys, thanks for watching the show. I'll switch to my camera, even though it's not. What the hell? Are you serious?
It just needed a rest.
I could have had the moneymaker on screen this whole time. Guys, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Chris W. Fagan on all the socials or at T3 Media Studios. Damn it, damn camera. I don't. This technology just does not like me, guys. I'm sorry that I deprived you of all this loveliness, guys. If you want to, like I said, to please please donate. I need that in the arms of an angel music in the background, guys. Help us out. Send
The
donate.
sad dog
Yeah,
and
exactly.
cat faces.
Sorry for depriving you. I don't know what happened, but I humble myself before you and I beg your forgiveness. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Be safe out there everywhere. Everybody out in the Houston area, hope that you guys are staying safe and staying cool. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a patron. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.